Rebelle Arrow Revolution Bow Review. Included is the bow, which comes detached, the loading thing, a few arrows, and the instructions. This blaster is a bow-powered blaster in the Rebelle line that has a magazine for the arrows. Very cool, gimmicky concept. I'll go over the externals, show you how it works, show you the firing, and then give you my opinion. Starting with these massive arms, it is a bow, but these are firm plastic bow arms. They don't actually flex like an actual bow, nor do these wheels actually rotate like a proper compound bow. This is actually bow powered. It doesn't have any internal spring mech. This elastic cord is what generates your power and fires your arrows. So definitely do not cut this or your blaster will no longer work. Moving up, the gray thing here is the grip. It's definitely oversized, very comfortable, nice and filleted, very ergonomic and smooth. The pink trigger you see here is not actually to fire the blaster. This doesn't have a catch. It's a pull and release. So you just pull and release just like a normal bow. But this trigger, when you push it, rotates your magazine. As you can see, that arrow shifting around. When your arrow gets to the last position, it will actually fall into the bow area, into the firing area, so you can knock it very quickly and fire. This ramp system is actually pretty clever. I do like the theory of it. I'll get into my opinion later. But it's very cool to have, 6 arrows loaded into your magazine, and then you can quickly load new arrows, so you don't have to Legolas style pull them out of your quiver. They just fly right in through the blaster. Sort of like a modern bow. That's more practical than a standard bow. Still gonna get completely shreked by people with box mags, but bows are catching up. That's a thing. Whatever. This pink thing here is supposed to be a sight. It doesn't help you aim at all, but it is nice that they put it there. Loading the magazine is pretty easy. You put the head in the purple area and then you push and then it friction snaps into the pink area back here. This pink thing just grips the shaft and it holds it in place until it's ready to go. Like I said, you pull the trigger until your arrow wants to drop into the thing and then you can knock your arrow like that. There is a little ridge here, so you can't pull it back further than this. This is the largest point because if you pull it back too far, the bow arms will actually warp and flex. So you can pull it back into the little stopper thing and it sort of helps you align your shot a little bit, and then there's no catch, so you just release the string and it fires. Solid attachment mech, bro. Everybody has some Legolas in them. Those are even slipping out with the bow tilted slightly backward, as you can see. The nature of a very front-heavy projectile. If it misstrikes this, it'll just slip out. Lay bummer. It doesn't auto-load it, so the knock strikes the string. It simply throws the arrow into the loading area for you to manually then load and then fire. 47. 61. 51. 58. Duplicate 58 feet per second. As you can see, shooting it is definitely an interesting experience. It's pretty unique in the Nerf market to have a magazine-powered bow thing. But as you could see me stumbling with the firing, now to my opinion, this magazine is garbage. It's very poorly engineered. The grip that the pink part has on the shaft is vital to the operation of this mechanism, and it's a terrible grip. It really just needs to grip that shaft harder and just hold on to it for dear life. You see what I did there? Because when you go too fast or your bow encounters some vibration, the arrows sort of just pop out randomly, which really ruins the experience of having a magazine-powered bow, because you take it a few seconds to load it up so you have 6 arrows ready to go, but then you bump something and all of your ammo just dumps out. Kind of a little bit extremely annoying. The concept of a magazine-powered bow like this is really cool. I saw the pictures online and I really wanted to buy one because it looks really cool, but it's extremely gimmicky and it doesn't work well at all. So to my opinion, for the retail price, even if this rotation mech worked perfectly, I still think it'd be overpriced because you're just getting a few arrows and a piece of elastic cord. So it's a little bit frustrating. I think it's very overpriced, even if the rotation mech worked beautifully, still overpriced, considering it doesn't work and it dumps all your arrows, and then very often the arrow will drop out forward, and that's a little bit frustrating. So it just doesn't really work how it ought to, and for the cost, I really can't recommend this one. It's very cool, but I just think it's a pure gimmick. The performance is not good. The concept of shooting arrows does appeal to certain people because I know a lot of people out there just don't like the normal Nerf darts. They like to tag their friends with unusual or unorthodox ammo. These arrows are pretty cool, but this particular launcher is just not a great option. I paid $40 and I don't think this toy is worth $20, which is half of that. Complex math here, 40 divided by 2, oh snap. For cosplays, this is a really cool looking shell, and the magazine is really intimidating and very fancy looking, so the shell is cool in that sense for purely staring at it, which fits the Rebelle line. But I think Hasbro is sort of insulting women, saying, hey, all women want the blaster to do is to look cool. Who cares if it doesn't feed? Who cares if the magazine dumps all your ammo? I just think it's a little bit sexist because the women I've seen Nerf care about performance, and they completely destroy a lot of guys out there. I mean, a woman is not inferior in nerfing, so I disagree with the concept of, oh, hey, we're just going to release this prototype tier blaster that doesn't work well. Girls are going to buy it anyways. Sexism isn't cool, Hasbro. But that is my video review and opinion on this product. If you're interested in purchasing one, I wouldn't recommend it, but if you want to, there's an Amazon link in the description box below. That's my opinion and review. I can't get this stupid thing in my frame without like completely abandoning widescreen. Whatever. That's the video. Thanks for watching.